Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. Today I have a couple of what I believe are quick projects to add interest or decorate a page in your journal. So for the first one here, we're using up some book pages. So get out your stash of book pages that you have. I am going to glue 3 together because, well, they need to be a little bit more substantial than what this paper is. Now, depending on the pages that you're using, the paper they're printed on, you may or may not need 3, maybe 2, or maybe 1 would be sufficient. It just depends on the paper used. This is pretty flimsy, thin paper, so 3 of them together, plus the added layer of the glue stick, will make this perfect. Okay, so we're going to let this one dry, and we're going to use the one I already have working. So I am going to, you can ink or not ink, it's up to you. Do or do not, there is no try. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to fold this over. So you want to see what's on this back side that's gonna fold over and be seen. So yeah, you just want to take into account what's there. I'm using a book with a foreign language, so I'm not worried about it. Although if anyone speaks French, that might be an issue, but I'm not even sure what book this is. I'm pretty sure it's a novel, but beyond that, I have no idea. The book doesn't even have a cover on it. I don't know. I think I dug it out of, this is going in the garbage, from the library or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, so this is what we want, just like that. Okay. So I am going to take some glue and just kind of tack this down a little bit. Don't have to use a lot, just so it stays like that. Now what we want to do is decorate. Our favorite thing, right? Oh, first of all, you want to make sure that this overall size is going to work in your journal. Okay? So make sure, the width and the length is going to be okay for the journal you're working on, or if you're doing this to put in your stash, that it fits the general size of journals that you make. So I am going to get out some elements here that I just kind of pulled from my stash because, I am the queen of ephemera, and going through my stash looking for things is probably as interesting as watching paint dry. So, yeah. So I'm just going to put that down, and you can decorate this anywhere you want to, or as much as or as little as you want to. It's pretty simple. I'm sure it's been done a million times, but okay. Then I got these pieces. So I am going to, I kind of figured it out before I turned on my camera. Okay, so this, I think I wanted like right here, like that. Okay, what? Oh, that goes like that. Oh, this I need to ink. Didn't ink that one yet. That like that. Now, when you're picking out these elements, what I do anyway is I'm looking for size, shape, overall color, not necessarily what it is, if that makes sense. I'm just looking for, the overall size, the shape of it, and maybe the color. And yeah, that's it. Not so much what, if that makes sense. All right, so well, let's see, what did I think about? Maybe it went like that. Yeah, it went like that. Okay, cool. All right, as I was going through my stamps, I ran across one for Portugal, and I wanted to use it, but it was the wrong color. But does anybody know anything about what's it like living in Portugal, moving to Portugal? What are the pros and cons about that? I'm a little bit leery of really going anywhere because I have mobility issues, and I do use a mobility scooter to get around. So, there's always that to contend with. But, I just, of course, it's nothing that's going to happen right away, but as I get closer to retirement, I just, I can't stop thinking about, just experiencing something different. I don't know. There we go. So, there's that one. I like that. So, yeah, this is ready to put into your journal. And we'll get out our idea book here and find a page. Okay, so you want to put it in your journal like this and glue it down along here and along here, and then you have a pocket. So simple, easy. So I am just going to run some glue along there. And I'll tell you, you guys see me making any more tags, just go ahead and shoot me, okay? Dude, I have got tags coming out of my ears, overflowing everywhere. I do not need any more tags for my stash. I enjoy making them, obviously. But yeah, I have to find other things to make because I just, yeah, you gotta be careful. Okay, so yeah, I had a couple layers there that weren't glued down. So there's that, and something goes in there for a pocket or tuck spot. So that's fun. And see how easy that was and quick? So we have a second one here. This is dry, I think. Let me check our gluing beforehand. Make sure, yeah, you always want to make sure that you get your edges really good. As long as your edges are glued, you're pretty much okay. All right. So again, oh, I do want to ink. You don't have to ink. And I tore the pages with my tear ruler. Again, you could use your cutting tool and have straight, neat lines. You can tear it by hand and have even, you know, raggier, is that a word, edges? So yeah, it's totally up to you on, you know, how you do that. I'm just going to ink. Did I ink this last time? I think I did. Okay. There we go. And we're going to tack this down. So yeah, I'm kind of interested in, been doing a little bit of research, not a ton, but turns out Portugal is a really good option for Americans. Spain is another good option. And I wouldn't mind a warmer climate, not humid though. I don't mind a bit of heat, just no humidity going with it. Okay, so I got out some other things from my stash. So, ugh. Is it me or the paper? Oh, this isn't tearing wonderfully. Oh my. Ugh. Yeah, I like my tear ruler better. Let's see here. Don't like that. Oh my. Man, I'm gonna get this torn down to nothing, aren't I? Okay. Let's just see how that goes. And then I got this piece of muslin. Is that what it is? So it's like that. And then this, and I was looking at shape rather than what it is. So, got that. So yeah, if you know anything about Portugal, living there, moving there, please leave a comment. Let me know. Okay. This, like that, and I just randomly picked out some stuff that I thought might be good to use. I don't know that we'll use everything. Again, I was going for shape and size. I like this little guy. Do we want like that, huh? Okay, now comes the hard part. How do we get all this stuck down? And remember where everyone goes. Okay, so let's move this. Oops. Come on. Don't do that. All right. Okay, let's see. I got that really well. That's up here I need to do. Okay, very good. All right, now we want this. Just like that. Maybe like that, huh? Oh, see, now I'm changing things. It's never a good idea. Oh, that's a sticker. Ooh. I have a feeling that other thing was a sticker, too. I hope I'm wrong. Okay. Let's see. This went like this. Am I right? This was down like there. And this was tucked in like that. Or so. This was actually a square shape, and I just took my round punch and gave myself a round shape because that's what I was looking for, was a round shape. Not finding one, I made my own. Oh, this was over here more, I remember that. Okay. And this little guy, is it a sticker? It is. Huh. Try and fool me, I know. Okay, this one. Just down like that. There we go. I like that. I do. I like that. So, there's another one that we have. See? Simple, enjoyable. Using up some ephemera, using up some pages. Okay, now for the second thing is I have some this kind of ephemera. This is from Digital Kits. I have no idea what digital kit. I'm sorry. It's something that I just had in my files. But it's a replica of an envelope, an old envelope. This is from 1925. You know, if you have a real envelope, you may want to use it. You may not. I don't know. You know, whenever I get a hold of actual old ephemera, I tend to, you know, hoard it. I don't want to use it because it's, you know, getting more is few and far between for me because we just don't seem to have that kind of stuff in my area. So, you know, being on the West Coast, we don't have, you know, older things, seems like. Okay, so I just scrunched it up a little bit and just trying to make it look old. I tore a little bit here and then inked where it tore. I took my scissors earlier and I went along the sides and, you know, scuffed those up like that. So here's the other one. And again, I scuffed up the sides on this one already. Okay, now here I want to do something like that. You don't want to cut it like with your circle, you know, a thumb, whatever it's called. You don't want to do that because, you know, that doesn't make it look old. So, yeah, let's kind of crinkle it up a little bit and then ink up some of those creases. So if you have actual old envelope, you might not have to do any of this. But if you have something like this in your digitals, then you can do that. Okay, now, oh, you know, I should have got myself a piece of paper. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here's a full sheet. Oops. Oh, we got something on there. Oh, I thought I had a blank. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright. Here we go. This is just a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So we're going to fold it in twice. And there's our journal page. So this just goes like that. Yeah, and of course, again, you want to measure this to make sure it's going to be the right size. You know, whether you're making it for your stash or making it for a current journal that you're working with. Just, you know, make sure it's going to fit on a page. Okay. So now we want to glue around the 3 sides. Just around the edge. Pay attention to any rips and stuff you might have put in there on purpose or accident. Oops. Come here. Okay. There we go. And just like that. So this shape wouldn't work out very well going the other way. You know, if it was going like that, it wouldn't work out very well on our journals because, you know, pages don't go like that. They go like this, and this would be too long going this way. So you could have it pointing down like I have here, or you could have it pointing up, either way. Okay. And I'm just gonna do this with this one too. Let's see. Wait a minute. I gotta get my stuff right here. Okay, so there, it's like that. Okay, so again, we want to glue around 3 sides. And you decide which is your opening side. Okay. Bring it up here, and we're just going to lay it down like that. Okay, so you are going to be a bit of a problem, aren't you? So let's just go ahead and remove the rest of that. And just kind of ink that up a little bit. And there we go. There. So now we have 2 pages done in our journal. And I have a couple of just plain cardstock here. Let's go ahead and round the corners because, well, why not? Just makes things look a little bit more finished, especially if it's just a plain piece of white paper and there's nothing else there. So, and I got these little tags here that I've already cut out, so you don't have to watch me do that. But yeah, you know, both of these little projects are simple and quick, but give, I think, a lot of interest and decoration possibilities for your journal. Okay, so one nice things about these are they don't have to match perfectly because one's on one side of the paper, one's on the other side of the paper. So who's to say whether they match up perfectly with each other or not, right? So yeah, let's just put her right on like that. And let's do the other one. Just like that. And, you know, you could ink around if you wanted to. You could also do some decorating too, some stamping, you know, that kind of thing on here. That would be awesome. I mean, yeah, I mean, the design possibilities are pretty much endless, right? Or you could just have you know, I'm using cardstock because it's a little bit more, not as flimsy, you know, as regular coffee paper would be. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff you could do with this. But so this just slips up here like this, just like that. And this one, of course, slips down here like that, just like that. So there we go. Isn't that fun? I think that's fun. Oh, I got my thing in there. So yeah, and if you don't have, you know, envelope type ephemera, maybe you have something like this. You could do the same thing with this, you know, put it down. You could tear the edges or have the edges, you know, cut nicely, whatever you know, whatever look you're going for, and just, you know, put this down and measure out paper to go inside of it and use something like this as well. So you don't have to have an envelope or envelope ephemera. You could use any larger piece like this. Maybe you have some old documents, either real or ephemera or digital, I guess is the word. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I hope you like these quick and easy ideas for just putting some added interest and design possibilities into your journals. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you got some inspiration from these ideas. And until next time, take care of you. Love each other, and I will see you again. Bye.